As those discussions continue, House Republicans are rallying around a new idea in exchange for raising the ceiling. They want to pull back billions in unspent pandemic-era federal funding that was sent out to cities across the country, including right here in Toledo. One local leader says Toledo could potentially lose tens of millions. Michael Sandlin joins us from downtown this evening. Michael, so what could losing this federal funding mean for the Glass City?
Well, Jeff, earlier today I spoke to Councilman George Sarantu, the chair of the Finance Committee, who tells me that much of our city budget next year is reliant on this federal funding. And if it gets pulled back, he tells me it could spell massive changes for that budget with cuts to compensate.
We're talking about potentially as much as $52 million being sent back to Washington.
Toledo was given $180 million back in 2021 by the federal government. And we've used it on everything from city improvement to universal pre-K. Now, there's $52 million left. And Councilman Sarantu says the possibility of it going all away is especially risky for the Glass City because the majority of it has already been earmarked for something essential.
Well, some of it, about $38 million, is to pay the salaries in 2024 of all of our fire personnel and our police personnel, which is the largest part of our annual budget.
Sarantu says if the federal government rescinds this money, the city would still make sure first responders get paid, but the money would instead come out of the city's general fund. And Sarantu says it would force council to make some hard choices.
Well, $38 million in salaries is a huge amount of money. That certainly would have a major impact on the budget. And again, we'd have to make cuts in other areas to make up for that.
While Sarantu won't speculate on what would get cut, he says Toledo does have the money in reserve to weather the storm. But looking to avoid that altogether, he's already begun talks with Finance Director Melanie Campbell and other leaders to begin looking into the possibility of an alternative.
The hour is getting late, and we really have to find out exactly what we can do. I've talked to the law director, and they are double checking with the federal authorities in terms of what parameters there are and can that money go back or can it stay here if it's not appropriated.
On top of first responders' salaries, also making up that $52 million is renovations to parks and senior centers. But in the long run, Councilman Sarantu says he doesn't think we're going to lose any of it, saying he still truly believes that the president and the speaker are going to come to a resolution that won't hurt the American public. Reporting in East Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.